I am James McDowell, and I'm sitting here with a loyal listener by the name of Tiffany. Tiffany, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Now, you live here in town, right?
Yes.
And how often do you get to listen to the station?
Usually 3 or 4 days out of the week.
Okay, so you get to listen pretty regularly then. Do you usually listen in your car, or when do you listen to us on average?
Usually in the car or at home.
Okay, all right. Now, do you have any favorite artists or any favorite songs that we play?
I'm really a fan of Barlow Girl and Nicole C. Mullins.
Okay. If someone were to ask you, is Christian radio important, whether it be music or preaching or talk or whatever, if someone were to ask you, is Christian radio important, what would you say and why?
I would say yes, because the media seems to have a really big impact on people, and it's easy just to turn on the radio and listen to it in the car and not realize that you're actually getting something out of it. And I think that Christian radio is really important for day-to-day living.
If someone were to come to you and say, why should I donate to this station or to this ministry, what would your answer be?
I think people should donate to the station because the station does a lot for the community. They go out and do different outreach programs, and they're always there for the community when they're in need, and I think it would be a good thing for people to return the same kind of respect and generosity to the station that they do to the community.
When did you become a Christian, or like how old were you when you first became a Christian?
I think when I first decided to be a Christian and when I actually became a Christian are two different ages. I had learned about God my whole life, but when I actually decided to live the life that I knew He wanted me to do was when I actually came to the NAS and started going to school here and seeing that there are other Christians in the world and you can have just as much fun as a Christian as you can when you're not a Christian.
This year's theme for Lifeline, what in your mind does no turning back mean for a Christian?
I think it means that you've decided to follow Christ and live the life that you know you're supposed to and that you were taught to in the Bible, and that no matter what happens or what comes up in your life, you're not just going to give up and turn back to the life of sin. You're going to just keep trucking on and just keep trying to live your life the best you can no matter what happens.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but this is something I think that could help other people who might hear this. Has there ever been a time in your life in which, like, Satan's really been getting after you, like trying to get you to quit or trying to get you to turn back or something like that, and how did you handle it?
I would be lying if I said that I never had any experiences like that at all. I have those kind of experiences every day. I know I really had a hard time trusting God and following Him when I found out my dad had cancer, and we weren't really sure what was going to happen, and it was really hard. And for a little bit, I was really mad at God, and I did go back to, doing things I probably shouldn't have done. But after a few days of just kind of self-pity and hate, I decided to get back into the Word and pray and find a good counselor and mentor to talk to and help keep me trucking on. And it's an everyday battle with more than just, a family member having cancer. It could be peer pressure from your friends to go out to the bar or to do things that aren't right. And you just have to find what works for you, whether it be reading the Bible or meditating and praying or talking to another Christian friend who can give you good advice.
Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for your time, Tiffany. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.